I mean, but what if they decide not to listen to the parent? I think it has a lot of influence come from what we see in the media. Like girls want to be models, you know. They're like, oh, I want to be like Tyra Banks. Oh, I want to be like Heidi Klum. Oh, I have to be this tall. Oh, I have to look this way. My body has to be skinny because it's all what they see in the magazines and on TV. You're not considered beautiful if you're dark skinned. You're not considered beautiful if you're heavy. You know, it's just the media. It's like it plays a whole lot in what goes on.
And you're absolutely right about that. But if you have somebody that's counteracting all that stuff that you see, then I think that you can pull through it.
Well, who wants to counteract? I don't see anyone.
And exactly, that's exactly what I'm saying. That's the reason why you can't necessarily blame the media, because the media is just there for entertainment purposes. If the media, okay, put it this way. If the media only show size 2 models and all of them are beautiful, you got to look this, that, and the third. What you're telling us now is that it's a bunch of fucked up people out there that has very low self-esteem because they don't fit what the media say they are.
There are people out there with low self-esteem because then you have the people that's big that say, you know what, oh, I want to do something like that. Oh, but because I'm big, I can't be that. I can't do that.
Exactly.
This is where the church should come in and tell you that we are loving you and you are loved by Christ because of who you are. If the church ain't telling you that you love, then I blame the church.
No, that's where family come in at, and family tell you that I love you and this, that, the third, XYZ. The family's gonna get to you before the church will.
Supposed to. They're supposed to. But sometimes when the church is your family or should be your family, and this is where I kind of want us to go with our arguments on how we need to bring it back on why we blame the people that we blame. This is a good example of it. Anybody else want to talk about the media before we go on to Pat's thing of blaming the parents? Okay, so let's get to why we disagree with blaming the parents. Kevin, you want to start off with why we don't blame mom and them?
I think a lot of people would not blame the parents because the parents are not always in the home. The parents are always out working, trying to put food on the table, especially for a single parent household. But I do kind of agree it starts at home, like with the parents though. So I don't want to counter that. But the only reason why some people wouldn't say it's the parents is because if the parents not home, then you have the media entertaining your children and having them feel the way they do and think the way they think. That's why I was thinking.
I want to jump in right here. I taught 4th grade. That was my very first job out of college. And I had given an assignment. And the little boy, I was like, well, why didn't you do your assignment? You've done all of your assignments. And this assignment required for them to have a poster board. And he was like, well, my mom couldn't go get it because she had left one job. And I had to make sure that me and my brothers were okay while she went to the other job. That hurt my feelings because I was like, dang, this little boy can't do it because his mom is out doing what she has to do to make ends meet and go meet ends for her sons.
Yes, and there's not a lot of 2-parent households, especially in the black community.
Not anymore.
And you know what? Both of y'all make very valid statements at the same time. I don't give a damn if she got 3 jobs and she's a single parent, because at the end of the day, she's still a parent. And she's still a parent to those kids. Now, you cannot let a child raise himself. You just can't do it. And I understand that you got to make ends meet, but at the same time, now you're making excuses for somebody who is a parent.
This is where your 3,000 member church should have somebody that can assist that mother.
We have a parenting ministry that can assist those mothers.
Not every church.
I mean, it's not. You know what though? Mo, it's not even just the church. I mean, you have your neighbors too. You have your neighbors that and family members too. So,
anybody else want to get on the parents before we go to Watu on us blaming ourselves?
No.
So Watu, let's get to why we just don't blame ourselves.
You want me to expound on that?
No. It's for us to talk about why we think, why we don't agree with what you said.
Only reason why I'm gonna say I don't agree with Watu is because I think that he is not necessarily stuck on one mindset, but the people that he's talking about is like one mindset group of people, and I'll disagree with that because I know that doesn't hold true for the vast majority of people. But I mean, if I'm looking at the type of demographics that he's talking about, then I can agree with him. But because I'm playing devil's advocate, the reason why I don't believe is that you know what I'm saying, that we should blame ourselves is because we only know what we were taught. You see what I'm saying? And if we haven't been taught to go pick up a book in the library, then how can I blame myself? You know what I'm saying? So I'm
in agreement with Pat. However long it took you to get to that mindset, it's gonna take you that much longer to get out of that mindset. And a mindset is a mind is a terrible thing to waste. A mindset is a terrible thing to be set in. Because once you're sot, as the old folks say in South Carolina, once you sot in your ways, like, it's hard for you to live life differently. So I can't.
Exactly.
Once you get to a certain point in life and to a certain age, you should be able to hold yourself accountable in a lot of things because you know what's right and what's wrong. So you can blame yourself, but you know, a lot of people feel better when they have somebody else to blame and not themselves.
Well, I think
exactly.
I think to Watu's point, I'm gonna say this, and then we'll probably need to do some wrapping up because I'm sure the video is getting a little lengthy now. Our president is doing a great job at saying the buck stops here. You know, he may not have started it, but he's responsible for it now. And I think that in Watu, I think I'm taking your side more than arguing against what you're saying. Because again, I believe that the church folks are us, and us is we, and we is them, and we is in the church, or should be. That we have to take responsibility for the actions of the things that we do at the end of the day. So, gentlemen, let's all like give a quick synopsis of, you know, again, what we think.
You know, if you wrap it up though, you know who else we leave out?
Who?
Teachers.
Who? You blame teachers?
Well, you know, I blame teachers because a lot of teachers have given up on students, and you know they pass the children just so they don't have to look at them again. And they're like,
you're so on it. That I agree with you wholeheartedly on that.
So I think it's a lot of people we can blame. It starts with the parents, the teachers, ourselves, the media. I think it's everybody we can blame.
You said everything but the church. But look, gentlemen.
Don't nobody wanna blame the church folk.
Okay, but look, I think we should do our closing now, and then we can pick up on the radio station next Wednesday at 9 o'clock.
Hey, Mike, we miss you. We know you're in South Africa. Hopefully you're watching this. We know you are. Kevin, we really want to thank you so very much for being our first special guest of 2010. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Please send Mikhail our hellos. And to the viewers, catch us Wednesday, Blog Talk Radio. What time, Pat?
9 o'clock.
What's the link to Blog Talk Radio?
It's www.blogtalkradio.com/, 4 degrees of black.